So tonight we found out the master plan of John Cena. And you know what? It's actually really good. I think this adds a whole new layer to WrestleMania. John Cena tonight, though, being the heel, coming out, talking about the fact he cooked that kid last week and he could cook any wrestling fan because it's easy. Cena, though, would talk about the fact that he wants to take everything away from us, the fans. He wants to basically punish us, the superstars, and wrestling. He not only wants to win his 17th World Championship, he wants to force us to say the name John Cena forever, and he's going to do it by retiring with the WWE Championship to be the last real champion. Of course, as expected, Cody Rhodes wasn't just going to lay down and let Cena do that. Cody coming out, challenging John Cena. And what was interesting was Cena walked away. But look at the state that Cody got in. Cena playing mind games here with Cody Rhodes, who's working himself up, who's getting frustrated every single week. And Cena just calmly leaves. But what do you think about this storyline twist with John Cena? Now, we know he's meant to retire around December. So if he is to win the world title at WrestleMania, if he wins, then WWE's got to send every big baby face to try to take that belt from Cena to save wrestling. Whom is that going to be? Obviously, Cena's got to win the belt first, but I mean, that's a really good way to build someone up, potentially. Another really good point is that John Cena is going to retire in December. If he's going to potentially go on a title run from WrestleMania till December as the champion, does he never turn babyface again? But what do you think of this twist? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is things you might have missed from WWE Raw. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Jey Uso's mystery tag team partner was revealed in the first match of Raw tonight to be his brother, Jimmy Uso. I actually predicted this last week. I know a lot of people wanted this to be Joe Hendry. I understand why. They're in Glasgow, Scotland. There was Joe Hendry signs everywhere. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. But it was Jimmy, and that's okay, because the Usos have not tagged together in a traditional tag team match for 18 months. That's wild, isn't it? I do think WWE was aware everyone thought it was Joe Hendry, though they didn't make a big thing out of who is the mystery partner. Jimmy just showed up behind Jey, and I feel like that was probably the right thing to do, because I feel like if you'd have teased it a bit more, the fans in the arena would have thought Joe Hendry, and they would have reacted negatively to Jimmy. Do you know what I mean? Well, they would face off with A-Town Down Under, and it would be Jimmy Uso who would make the dive over the top rope this week. The Usos would be victorious, picking up the win ahead of Gunther coming down, trying to attack Jey. Jey got the upper hand, but the story here was Jey slipped. He full-on botched going for the spear, and that would, of course, allow Gunther to get the upper hand. But I do believe this isn't poor Jey Uso. This is a storyline. Jey Uso is messing up. His brother looked at him like, what are you doing? And I really do think we're going to get a storyline over the next few weeks of Jey Uso trying to redeem himself. Jey Uso proving everyone wrong, proving he can do it. Maybe it gets some people that are anti-Jey Uso on the Jey Uso bandwagon, maybe. It's a gamble, though. I'm pleased WWE didn't waste too much time to establish that this is a storyline with Jimmy giving Jey the pep talk, saying he needs the right-hand man. He needs main event Jey Uso. He needs the Jey that won the Royal Rumble. And Jimmy said, I got you, and went and challenged Gunther to a match next week. And by gosh, he slapped the shit out of Gunther. Jimmy, I don't know if you want to show up next week. Gunther's chops are bad. Lyra Valkyria will go one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez tonight. Liv was obviously at ringside. I thought these two actually had a pretty decent match, and I thought at times Raquel was going to win. I thought the match was good, as I said, until she kicked Liv in the face. What are we doing? Does she not realise that that is literally a piece of art? Like, You can't do that! Poor Liv! Lyra would pick up the win tonight. Not a real surprise, but what happened afterwards kinda was. As Liv and Raquel would begin the beatdown of Lyra, Bayley would come out to make the save. And of course, that moment with the Intercontinental Championship. Are we going to do Lyra Bayley? Maybe another multi-woman match if you put Roxanne in there too, because Bayley's feuding with Roxanne. Adam Pearce would address Rhea Ripley signing the contract last week, saying it doesn't mean Rhea Ripley is going to WrestleMania. Instead, Adam Pearce has laid down the challenge. Next week, it will be Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. Rhea's rematch is next week. And we find out from Adam Pearce that it will be Bianca Belair who would be the special guest referee for that match next week. Belair would say that she doesn't know how to be a referee, so I'm going to assume she's not going to be, and it's going to end up a triple threat brawl to build to WrestleMania. El Grande Americano got an entire video package, and you know what? It proves the point, doesn't it? It definitely can't be Chad Gable, because tonight he had a doctor's note. Chad Gable, physically unwell, unable to wrestle as advertised against Dragon Lee tonight. So instead, we got the debut of El Grande Americano. And my gosh, this was absolutely electrifying. The match itself was absolutely amazing, but this was the first time seeing the character of El Grande Americano, and what a luchador performance from both him and Dragon Lee. Absolute superb match, with the finish being Grande Americano grabbing the mask and ripping it right off the head of Dragon Lee. Grande Americano picked up the win, and we can definitely confirm that Dragon Lee is not Chad Gable, so that rumour can be put to bed. Where does this go? I actually don't know. Obviously, the whole thing with Chad Gable going away was to learn the dark arts of Lucha Libre. It feels like he's done that, and by unmasking luchadors, I mean, that's disrespectful. It's a statement. Could we set up El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio, mask versus mask, maybe? And yes, you heard them right. They announced that he is from the Gulf of America. Recently renamed by President Trump, and of course that's got a lot of people on social media talking. Don't take it too seriously. It's just WWE having some fun. I like that WWE advertised NXT tomorrow night. Specifically, Stephanie Vaquer defending both the NXT Women's Championship and North American Women's Championship. Hype show tomorrow night. CM Punk would come out to cut a promo tonight, confirming both Roman and Seth weren't there, and yes, he took a shot at AEW by using the line, "I work with children." Now, he did obviously make this about Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, but we are aware of what CM Punk was implying there in that little bit of a dig at AEW. Punk would confirm that on SmackDown Friday, it's going to be him, Seth, and Roman for a contract signing, as CM Punk obviously is interested in the contract to see if it gets him closer to what he actually wants, which we're pretty sure is a shot at the world title. Referencing again how Paul Heyman isn't only Roman Reigns' wise man, and of course everyone wants to know what the favour is. Is there a way that CM Punk can get into a title match at WrestleMania? I don't know, but I kind of got that vibe that he was hinting at it tonight. This will make everyone happy. Maybe. Logan Paul will be on Raw next week, live from London, England, and he will call out AJ Styles. Do you think he's actually going to call him out this time, or do you think AJ will come out first, like when AJ called out Logan Paul and Logan Paul came out first? Find out next week. The New Day want to go to WrestleMania to win the Tag Team Championships. Haven't really seen much from the War Raiders recently, so yeah, why not? New Day challenging the War Raiders makes sense for me. I think New Day definitely deserve it. You can always make that argument, do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, though, it's a bad day, yes it is, for Adam Pearce, and New Day's request was pretty much denied tonight. It is official, earthquake, typhoon, the natural disasters will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2025. I've got to say though, what was the announcement about? Like, they didn't actually make the announcement. It was announced earlier on social media, and then tonight on Raw they just said, oh, and the natural disasters as announced earlier. That's it. No video package, nothing. Like, we've had weeks of Triple H video packages. Could you not do one for the natural disasters? The main event tonight was Bron Breakker defending the IC title against Penta. We saw Penta earlier on with Dom trying to convince him to join Judgment Day. Now, Dom would get involved in the main event, causing a DQ, bad ending, but the story here was Finn gave Dom the chair to prove himself, and he attacked Breakker. Dom would pass the chair to Penta, who wouldn't attack Breakker. Instead, he would attack Dom, but Finn was able to regain control. The Judgment Day would stand tall tonight, united, but there is a report out there from Sean Ross Sapp, and potentially we could be setting up a fatal four-way for WrestleMania with Bron, Penta, Finn, and Dom. If that's the case, would it be Finn and Dom uniting together, or is it going to go out of control before WrestleMania? We'll see. I think tonight's show was good. Cena obviously is going to be the draw for this show, but I feel like there was something missing tonight. For me, a 7 out of 10 is fair. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, share the video, like the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!